Welcome back to the Garden Salad channel. I'm back here today. Going to be looking at pruning this grapevine back. It's the middle of winter right now, and it's a nice sunny day, so it's perfect for it. So this grapevine is about 10 years old, maybe? Well, sort of 10 years old. I'll explain in a moment. What we're going to do here today, though, is prune this back, prune some of these branches back ready for next summer. And if you look down here, it's a bit overrun, a bit sprawly, so we're going to cut that back. So the way we cut that back is, I'm going to show you in a second. Let me grab the camera. Okay, so to start, we'll have a look at the anatomy of the grapevine. Down here, we have the trunk. So that is this main kind of thick woody stem right here. As you can see, it's pretty old. It's been there for a while. What happened is, a few years ago, we moved house for a while, and we rented this house out, and when we came back 3 years ago, there was just the stump right down to the base, and that was all that was left. The tenants had cut the whole thing back. So since then, it's been growing this kind of sprawly mess along the fence here. I do prune it back every year, but it just keeps growing because it's a great grapevine. So this one is like a nice dark grape. So it's pretty awesome. It's an old style one, and it just keeps on growing like a truffle. So it's great. So this part here, you could say, is 10 years old, and then these parts up here. This main's probably like 3 years old. Same with this piece down here. So the age does kind of vary, I suppose you could say. So with this grapevine, I don't have it on a particular, you look here, I don't have it on a wire. All I've done is, every now and again, I've just tied it up to like a staple or a nail. And then you can see, like, along here, tied a bit more, tied down here onto a bit of twine, and over here as well was a bit of twine, and so on and so forth. So the anatomy of a grapevine, you have the trunk, which is this base part, and you have, where do I start? So you can see these parts here that are coming out, which are over a year old. These are called cordons. So these are the main kind of structure of where I want it to go. Always along here, these are all called cordons, and then basically the new growth, the new year, you have these ones here, which are called canes. So all this new growth, these are all called canes. Once you cut a cane back, these here, you can see here, this one here, cut it back. This is called a spur. This part's called a spur now, instead of a cane. But the new growth, the new year, is called a cane. So that's how this kind of works. What you want to do is, when you're cutting it back, you want to have the main cordons going along, and then you want to have like short canes coming off these. The grapes grow off the first year wood. So what happens is, if we look along here, So if we look at this one here, for example, this is one that I cut back to about 3 buds. So we've got one here which must have died by the look of it, and then 2, and then 3. Now I've already trimmed these back because this is a driveway, and my car rode back in here, so I had to give it a bit of a trim so I didn't scratch the car. But if we're looking at these, when we're cutting the canes back, you want to cut the old dead stuff off, like this one here, and you want to cut it back just so there's 3 buds, and then out of these buds here, you'll have these new canes grow, and from these canes, they would have had 2 or 3 bunches of grapes. You can kind of see the stem here. So this is a stem from a bunch of grapes, and same with this one here. So when we're cutting back, this is the cane that will come back, and then the 2 or 3 buds back, they'll grow, and then the canes that grow out of these for this next season, the first 2 or 3 buds of that cane will have the grapes on it. And it's only the first year canes that do that. So this one here, which is this part here, which is a second year, you won't have them any grapes coming out of this at all. And what I'll do is I'll cut this back. This is oops, put the camera in the right place. So this is the spur, and I'll cut back this dead stuff. I'll cut back this one here, and I'll just leave 2 or 3 buds. Probably, what's there, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll probably cut it back here for this one. So the spur will just have this spur, and then here, and then the next year I'll cut it back just to the first cane, hopefully, or wherever the closest one is. So if we look along here, this is all going to be tidied up. Each cordon, which is these ones here, these are all going to be pruned back just to like 1 or 2 buds from a cane. You can even see this one here. I mean, this was all cut back last year, and you can see how much it's growing. This is in my garden. You can see them growing along. So every year this grows really great. It'll grow maybe 2 or 3 meters, maybe. You can see at the very end of the garden over there too. You can see that. I'll wiggle it. I'll cut all that back, and I'll cut it back to this main one right here. So as I was saying, this is so this was last year's cordon, and then this one here, oops, show on the camera, this one here is a cane that's coming down, and I'll cut it back to about here. Cut off the ones that are crossing or against the fence, which we don't want. Alright, let me grab my secateurs down here, and I'll show you. Alright, we'll start with this one over here we're looking at before. So then we've got this one we don't want, and then this one here, and then this one here was, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, and that's the spur for next year. This one here, it's It's growing through the fence, so we don't want that. In fact, it might actually, if we look at this down here, can you see that under here? Kind of comes down. It's got a piece coming up here, and then a piece coming down here, and it's not going to go off this one again. So I'm going to cut this back here. Chuck that away. And then this one here is, I think, there. So now it's not going through the fence. Won't go off here, or won't go off this cane here. So we've got a couple of buds here, which will grow off, and then they'll come out this direction towards the driveway. Now, when I look, there's some like this one here, which grow from the back, and they twist over the top. Now, if you look at it, it's kind of strangling this a bit. So I might just cut that one off altogether. So these are decisions I've got to make as I go along. Which ones I want to cut off, which ones I want to leave on. This here at the end. Now, I just want one to carry on here, but it's got two. This is a newer one, but it's thick. This is an older one. And I've got to decide what I want here. Whether I want to cut this right back, which I might do, because it is kind of growing open to the neighbours here. And just leave this one on here, which is growing along the fence line in a nice straight line. And then make the same decisions down the end too, in these intersections. How I cut this. This is kind of bent back on itself. Just growing that way. Cut that back because it's going the wrong direction. Yeah, and then just all along here is all that same kind of decisions. Every single cut. So I'm going to come and put you back on the camera stand, and then we'll. Okay. So I'm going to go through and prune all this. Now the neighbours behind me cutting weed eating or something like that, making noise. So yeah, you guys can just watch and see how it goes. You can see here, you can see this cane here, and then this is where the grapes come off it. So you can see here, this is the last year's cane. Pull it up a bit. This is last year's cane coming off. This is the first year growth, and the first year growth has grapes off the first node, and usually the second node, sometimes third. Usually the first two nodes is where you have the grapes growing off the first year wood. So if you have these older ones, like I was saying over here, this is not the first year, this is the second year, And then this down here was the first year, so we've had grapes off this first year part from here onwards. Same with this one over here. This is the second year wood. Then the first year is this one, so we've had grapes off the first couple of nodes off this piece here. I think that's pretty much what I want along here. It's all cut back. Let me chuck this camera down. So you can see here, this is the bigger one I cut back that was hanging over the fence. I didn't want that. And then here, I cut this back here to 2 to 3 buds. Probably this one. Yeah, I think 2 to 3, I think about there. I wanted one coming this direction, but it's only up here. Oh, I suppose I could do that. Let's do it. So that way this will come off this direction. This one here, this is the bud here. The bud should come this direction and then carry along here. Okay, so I've done that part. It's all pretty good. Let's have a look. And then we'll have a look along this side here. It's a shame because this would have been a good one. Nice, healthy, strong, room perfect. But that's alright. That's what you get sometimes. If you can see this is all first year wood. So it's growing 1, 2, probably 4 meters. Probably 4 meters. And then from here you just got to work out what you want to do. Where it comes from? It comes from here. So I'm not sure what to do here because I feel like this is dead. New growth was down here, which I had to cut off. This was going the wrong way. So what I might do is cut it here, and hopefully this bud here will go back this way, and then I can cut this off here. So it'll just come along here, a bit of a dog's leg in here, and then carry on back along this way, and I can tie that one down across here. That's the plan. Not sure if it'll work. This looks dead. I'm not sure. Let's look at this. So you can see here, this here is dead wood where I cut it. I didn't know if it was alive, but if you look at the other end, you see that it's green. The green is obviously alive. So I probably could have cut it back to that bud, but I didn't know it was alive or not, so I cut it right back. But that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you have tiny little sticks, which probably aren't worth it, and most of it's dead. So this one here, it's got a bud here, going to come out. This another one which is pretty dead. I'm going to cut this one right back. As you can see, back to green here. That one was completely dead. This one here, this is the spur, so this is spur here, and cut it back to this point. This one, cut back to basically just one, not worried about the grapes in this one quite so much. It's more that I want to train it a certain direction. This one is a spur, and I could have left it there and cut it over here, so then you'd have two, but best to leave it unstructured and just have the one main cane coming out of that. Now this one down here, I don't want this one at all. This is more like a trunk, and I want to keep it that way. So I cut these little ones off. And then this one here is similar. Don't want crossing over. Where's that one? This one here is another one that's gone meters down the garden. Nice and healthy. So hopefully this next year's growth in that one will be just as healthy. Similar sort of thing on this one. Don't want this coming out, just want that one cane going that direction. Okay, the phone ran out of battery, which I'm using to film, so it's been an hour, but I'm back. So I've got a decision to make here, because this here, I want to train it along this fence line from here and go down here, but I could use this end piece here, which is, you know, a few meters long, or I could cut this here and then use this piece and train this one along. The trouble with this is it does go sort of spinny quite quickly. Or the other option is cut this branch off here altogether and then train this one here. So this here is also long and big. So don't know which way I'm going to go. Got some decisions to make. So which one of these should I do? By the way, these are clivia or clivia. I love the little yellow berries on them, and when they Monogiphyria up. Got some beautiful flowers on too. These ones are yellow flowers, so they're pretty cool. But anyway, back to the grapevine. Not sure. This is what I've done so far along here. So that's all good on this side. Just now, this side to go. Make a decision. Alright, let's think about it and then I'll cut it. Okay. Whack myself in the eye. Okay, this one here is too spindly at the end. Kind of stops about here somewhere and goes spindly. So I don't want that one. So at least that can go. Now what do I do? Climb through the bushes here, trying to figure out what I want to do. And this one here does go quite long. Do I want that long? Or do I just have this one here? You know? It's okay. Tie that up. Decisions. I mean, okay. I think I'm leaning towards chopping this one off. Chop that off. Can't go back now. Let's gut. Okay. That'll be alright. Okay, so that looks okay, just tied up along there. That's all pruned back like I showed before. That's all good. Now I just need to go back and retie some of these, because look at this here. It's only been not that long. You can see how much is, see it dented the main wood. So it goes, grapevines go pretty fast, and it's gonna strangle them. So what I need to go is go back through and just retie these. You can see here it's all already made an indentation on the main cordon, main trunk. So I just need to retie these, and then that's grapevine done for the year. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and come back for more content, and help me grow this garden. Alright, thanks guys.